Many consider The Godfather Part 3 the weakest entry in the trilogy. But there are moments when this film reaches a cinematic height that deserves to be celebrated. Today, we're going to explore one of those unforgettable scenes, the moment when Michael Corleone, one of the most powerful mobsters in the world, confesses his sins. Get ready, because in this analysis we're diving into a scene that's often overlooked. But it's pure cinema, as Scorsese might say. Michael Corleone's arc throughout the trilogy is a slow, relentless tragedy. Little by little, he loses his soul. And this confession scene in the church doesn't come out of nowhere, it's the culmination of a life marked by dark decisions. Let's go back to the first film. Michael becomes the godfather of his nephew, a role that's both familial and religious. During the baptism, the priest asks, "Do you renounce Satan?" And Michael calmly answers yes. While, at the same time, ordering the murder of his enemies. It's a shocking scene. Renouncing evil symbolically while embracing it in practice. That contradiction defines Michael, a man who justifies any act, no matter how dark, in the name of family. But ironically, his pursuit of power ends up destroying the very people he tried to protect, and nothing symbolizes that destruction better than the execution of Fredo. His brother is killed while praying. A devastating moment that marks Michael's final break with his family. And with his own humanity. By prioritizing power over faith and brotherly love, he commits a sin that seems beyond redemption, and so, we arrive at The Godfather Part 3. In a church, surrounded by green plants that evoke life and renewal, Michael kneels, broken, and cries. At last, he seeks forgiveness. But is redemption even possible after everything? The silent, almost monastic atmosphere reinforces the sense of isolation. The camera slowly pulls away. Michael is physically near the symbol of renewal, yet emotionally and spiritually. He remains distant. The green plants represent a hope that feels far off, almost unreachable, and then, we hear one of the most painful lines in the entire saga, "I killed my mother's son. I killed my father's son." He doesn't just say he killed his brother. By phrasing it that way, Michael acknowledges that he destroyed a part of his parents, his bloodline, his family. It wasn't just an act of betrayal. It was a wound to everything sacred in the Corleone legacy. This moment reveals the weight of his guilt. And it hits even harder when we remember Fredo's final moments. He tries to pray. He wishes for good luck fishing. It's simple, almost childlike. But deep down, it's a plea for salvation. Yet he doesn't finish his prayer. He dies before he can. That says a lot, the lack of control over his fate, and the impossibility of finding peace. Both Fredo and Michael are trapped by the past. One dies seeking forgiveness, the other lives. But without redemption. Even if he confesses his sins, Michael carries a burden far too heavy. He's no longer the powerful Don, he's a man alone, haunted by what he's done. And by what he can never undo. And here lies the ultimate irony, at the baptism. Michael sacrifices his soul to gain power. At the confession, he's willing to sacrifice power in hopes of saving his soul. But perhaps it's already too late. Perhaps his soul is already too far gone. Redemption may be desired, but it's not guaranteed. Hyman Roth's famous line, "This is the business we've chosen," perfectly captures the world they live in. All the characters are prisoners of their own choices. Michael is no exception. He can't return to crime without losing whatever humanity he has left. So this confession scene becomes more than just a religious act. It's art. It's storytelling. It's tragedy. It blends powerful acting, visual symbolism, emotional depth, and a story that spans decades. We're not just watching a confession, we're witnessing a deep reflection on guilt, power, and the desire for forgiveness. In the end, The Godfather Part 3 doesn't just close a trilogy. It closes the story of a man who had everything and lost it all, and this scene reminds us why this saga remains one of the most powerful in cinematic history. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends to support our work. Thanks for everything, and see you next time.